Greetings, everybody. Today, I present you with my personal game of the year that actually came out this year, and I don't see a lot of people talking about. I like 2D games. They look clean, run smooth, and they don't require a $1,000 setup just to be able to run in a medium settings. I would have made a long list, but it's been a really long year, and I don't really remember exactly what I played, and there's just been a lot going on. So, but let us talk about Crosscode is a 2D top-down action RPG where the numbers are actually kinda balanced. It's a breath of fresh air for me. It's got a good combat system, beautiful landscapes, pretty good story so far. And the puzzles, they are heavenly. I actually have to try. I gotta master the controls. That is actually the most difficult part for me because I'm really used to having spacebar be my dodge or block mechanic, and it's actually right click in this game, and I have no way to actually rebind it to that. So I tend to still fumble on the controls here and there, but that's alright. I would also use a controller, but having to have pinpoint accuracy is so important in this game. Being able to bounce off projectiles and hit things the right way. So using a controller for me is not very convenient, but it does have controller support for anybody that's interested. And melee attacks are also kind of difficult to pull off because you gotta click on your character in order to use them. And it just gets kind of hectic when you're not always on the center of the screen and you gotta put your mouse cursor over yourself. But enough about the things that I like and don't like. That's not what you're here for. I am now gonna bring up some big obstacles that may or may not turn you off away from the game. The whole game has a simple process that loops until you finish it, or at least that's how it's been so far. First, you reach a town or hub area, you explore the surroundings, get some quests, you get an objective like head to this temple, head to over there, or whatever. In the middle, there's a bunch of enemies, treasures, plants, and most of the stuff is hidden behind jump puzzles, which the perspective is kind of messed up because the game is 2D, or at least for me personally, and some things that seem really obvious are not. So I end up jumping blindly all over the place just to be able to try and figure out how to get to a certain place. And on top of that, if you spend a day or maybe, I don't know, 5 hours exploring one area, most likely you're gonna be doing it on the next area as well. This slows down the game tremendously and you might want to consider skipping certain parts or not getting every treasure you see. I haven't found many good things in them, honestly. Most of the stuff you can either find from traders or get them as drops from monsters. Everything is attainable some way or another, so you don't even need the treasure chest to be honest. But just being able to get them is kind of rewarding, so I wish that treasure chests did have more of a reward for the amount of work that you had to put in. Crosscode is also a very good MMO. It does a very good at pretending that it is. Most of the time, if it wasn't for the repeating dialogue, I would even believe that I was playing an MMO. I play them by myself anyway, so. But because it's an MMO, there's still a lot of material farming. The plants have abysmal rates, and there's only a few of them here and there, so if you want materials from that, you have to go out of your way. The progression takes a sweet time to actually give you anything substantial and just throws a whole bunch of stuff at you. Well, all in all, the element system, potential for other classes to being playable, which I don't know if I'll be able to choose other characters. I really don't think so, but it's a shame really. The puzzles again, great. Lands filled with things to do, unlike most open world games where you have this huge landscape and there's not a lot of actual things to interact with. Crosscode is sure to bring you a wonderful experience if you like RPGs or bullet hell games, and if you have the patience to actually sit through it. Definitely my game of the year. I am looking forward to finishing it. This has been me, Panda. Have a great rest of December, and happy holidays. Thank you for watching.